Hey folks, we're here today again at Camp Fortune, and we're going to talk a little bit about Cushcore. And I thought, what better place to talk about Cushcore than the dump? This might be the most technical slash most rocky slash most janky section with the most sort of line options. I mean, it used to have a lot of line options. Now it's so eroded that there's only really one or two. But we're going to break it down as well, because I've had a lot of requests for that. Let's hop into the trail breakdown. I would equate this section to sort of like a game of Plinko. If you've seen The Price is Right, you know, you drop the ball at the top, it hits a bunch of sticks, and then it ends up somewhere at the bottom. Basically, the dump is that. So we're gonna kind of run through a couple of the main lines, and yeah, I'll try not to bin it because it's a little wet and the leaves have started falling, so let's get to it. As you can see, it's awfully steep, and there may be one or two rocks, like, everywhere. Oh, jeez, oh my God, all right. It's a lot easier to bike down than it is to walk up. When you start off in the dump, you basically get to this lovely rock armored section with tons of supporting dirt and no danger whatsoever. Just kidding. You basically have a straight armored chute until you get to a crossroads. Not a crossroads necessarily, but more of a fork. And you have to choose a bad option or a worse option. And that's pretty much where the breakdown is going to start. So let's head down there. So let's talk about some of the benefits of Cushcore real quick. We'll start with the most obvious one, which is flat and rim cracking prevention. At least that's the main reason I use it. Basically, it provides a layer between your rim and the bead of your tire so that when you hit sharp objects, like these wonderful, wonderful rocks, you don't get a pinch flat or crack your rim. And they have saved my ass on numerous occasions. Woo! So another reason you want to use Cushcore is for sidewall support. So when I say sidewall support, Cushcore makes it so that your tires don't fold over in those high G-force bermed corner situations. Sadly, there are no berm corners on the dump, so you'll just have to use your imagination on that one. Congratulations, you've just made it into the dump. This is where you essentially choose your own adventure. Once you get down this nice piece of rock armoring, you can essentially take three lines. There's a low line, there's a middle line, and a high line. Beauty of it is all of these lines can sort of crisscross and intertwine, and I'll do my best to sort of showcase how to do that. Not long after the first fork in the trail, you come to the second part of the trail where you need to make another crucial decision. If you're hanging out on the low line, you've got the option to transfer up to the high line, which I'm sort of sitting on right now. Or you can sort of go around this stump and hang out on the low line, and it's a little slower, it's a little bit more circuitous, which is not necessarily the most beneficial slash quickest way to get down the trail. Now, if you're on the middle line, you have two options. You can go down the middle line, transfer down to the low line here, or you can hop onto the shelf as well, which is the high line, and then you can either ride the high line out or cross back down to the low line. I would suggest riding the high line out if you can. And if you choose to do the high line all the way, you can stay on the high line, and just past the camera there's a little shelf that you can drop off of where you can transfer down to the low line of the trail, or you can continue on the high line. And again, I would say if you're on the high line, just take it all the way out. All right, so we're gonna go low line to high line. The low line I never really take, so it feels really weird. And high line, whoo, staying on the high line, whoa, all right, whoo, and we're live. All right, now we're gonna do the middle line all the way down. Everybody say hi to Kevin. He helped me film today. Give him a high five in the comments. It's really fun to talk and do this at the same time. Oh yeah, so middle line to low line. Oh, hit a pedal, straight line. All right, last thing is last. Little high line. All the way. Again, not super good at this line, but oh, stay high. Oh, believe it or not, you can actually turn. Ooh. Ah. Thanks so much for tuning into this brief trail breakdown of the dump. I hope you enjoyed watching me risk my life and limb. If you're looking to pick up some Cushcore Trail or Cushcore Pro or Cushcore Cross Country, you can snag it from Full Cycle Ottawa, and I will leave a link to their Cushcore down below. If you have any questions about the trail, leave them down below as well. I'll do my best to get back to you. And again, give Kevin a high five in the comments for helping film, and I will see you all out on the trail.